Hello everyone, I'm Movie Master 222 and I'm here to review Logan. Taking place about 10 plus years in the future, Logan features the title character as he goes on a journey alongside Professor Xavier and a little girl named Laura as they try to reach a safe haven for mutants in South Dakota. Probably intentionally, Logan comes off as a modern-day Western where Logan has to transport Laura through hostile territory, dodging the nefarious Reavers as he tries to get her to a place where she can live her life free from outside influence. If the R rating wasn't a big enough clue, Logan is not your typical X-Men movie. This movie is teeming with graphic violence, which might put off some longtime family-friendly friends of the franchise, but for true Logan fans, this is the kind of fighting we've been waiting for over 15 years. The movie is downright brutal at times. There's one scene in particular where, without spoiling the context of it all, Logan pretty much massacres a room full of people who can't really defend themselves. And it isn't just the violence that makes this film brutal. This is a very bleak, soul-crushing movie. Both Logan and Professor X are at the end of their rope. They're both broken men. They have survived past their friends. They're the last men standing, and it's sad and even difficult at times to see these two pillars of the X-Men franchise brought down so low. The villains of the movie come in the form of the Reavers, led by cybernetic Donald Pierce and mad scientist Dr. Rice. As far as villains go, sadly, these guys are rather two-dimensional. Donald is a straightforward mercenary henchman type with a bit of witty humor here and there, but overall pretty forgettable in the grand scheme of things. And Dr. Rice, for all the screen time he gets, is pretty forgettable too. His motivations are never really explained upon, and overall he just comes out as a giant douche, which for a movie like Logan is pretty disappointing. And sadly, disappointing is how I have to characterize this movie. Villains aside, I can't quite pin down exactly why I didn't care much for this movie. Both Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart are at the top of their game and deliver quite emotional performances. The same also goes for Stephen Merchant, who plays Caliban in heavy makeup, who quite frankly delivers the best acting performance I can ever remember Stephen Merchant delivering. Even newcomer Daphne Keane, who plays Laura, who barely has any words in this movie and has to rely on body acting to convey Laura's thoughts and feelings, is acted spectacularly. For whatever reason, this movie just never clicked with me. I never enjoyed myself beyond the handful of violent scenes spread out throughout the movie. What certainly didn't help was the almost 2.5-hour runtime Logan goes for. You could probably easily cut out an entire hour of this movie and make a far more effective picture. Case in point, there was almost a 20-minute sequence featuring a bunch of rednecks that ultimately felt like a waste of time. They didn't really contribute much to the movie and just felt like some padding, which going at 2.5 hours, the film really didn't need. Although the movie was personally disappointing to me, however, I can't really call this a bad movie. In fact, on a technical aspect and as far as the acting goes, it's actually a very good movie. Yet as good as it is, I can't really recommend you go see this in theaters, let alone see it in IMAX. This is pretty much a movie you should wait to see on FX during the weekend when you have nothing better to do. But hey, that's just my opinion. If you're a fan of the franchise, if you're a fan of Wolverine, go see this movie. Go try to enjoy it, have fun. That's all that really matters in the end anyway. That's all for now. I'm Movie Master 222, and I'll see you all next time.